It's Monday. It is almost 9 o'clock. I've had 2 cups of tea already, and I'm going to get ready and go in. I don't need to go in early. We have a good number of dogs, but not a lot of them are haircuts. I think 8 of the 17 are haircuts, and I can zip through 8 in 3 hours. So I don't have to go in, but I'm going to stop at Walmart, and I'm going to show you why. So yesterday, I went over to Walmart, and I was waiting for Savannah. She was working on unloading one of the trucks, and she said she had a break coming soon, so I was doing some shopping there anyway. So I went over to their Crafty section, and the funny thing is, Savannah works at a regular Walmart, not a superstore, and the craft center at her Walmart is way better than the craft center at the super center. Go figure. Anyway, so I was kind of scrolling through there, kind of looking for some stuff for Rye. My mom wanted me to get her something, but she didn't want her to have anything. She didn't really want her to have a toy or electronics or anything like that. She wanted something that engaged her imagination. So I was over at the craft section. So I saw these storage containers. Look at these. These were $5.97. You go to Michael's, you know how much you're going to pay for this? 15 bucks. At least 15 bucks. So I knew I needed some better storage for my sequins. And I know some people have these little containers. I'm like, those are too small. I need bigger. So this is my black, gold, and red. I have my purple and my green. I have all my blues. Oh, this one does not have black. This one has black. That one was just dark chocolate. So these are all my iridescents, clears, whites. Uh-oh. I forgot that silver one. I lost the lid for it. And then a couple of blacks. So I have more that I need to properly store. Let me show you. Because that's where I store all my stuff, my sequins. And they fit perfectly right there. And I like the way that looks way better than I like how that looks. Or this. And I had purchased these storage containers at Michael's, and they were kind of expensive. But what I'm going to do, once I get all my sequins stored like this, is I'm going to use these containers, and I'm going to start organizing all my little Christmas and Halloween doodads in those. And what's funny is, this is what happens to me when I've had a massive creating spurt. When it's finally time to stop creating for whatever that occasion is, I start feeling like I need to organize. And so I do. I feel like I need to organize. And starting with the sequins and then repurposing that storage for other things. So I think this week, since it's going to be hard for me to get creative because I really need to get to the shop and groom 100 million dogs, I'm going to spend my morning time that I do get organizing so that I could start the year with kind of a clean slate and come home from my trip and my craft room is organized and ready for me to start creating for the new year. So that's the plan. I did finish the mini album. Hopefully you guys will have seen it by now, but how stinking cute is that? So cute. I'll be honest with you though. It closes, so it's pretty tight. And that's why I usually don't put a closure on my mini albums. So I'm starting to think I'm just going to have to really rethink mini albums, because when I make them this tight, what's going to happen when people put their pictures in here? I have a mini album that I made that I put pictures in. But anyway, I just like to use the really heavy cardstock. And as you can see, I did massive layering. I mean, there's the black cardstock, the white cardstock, the red cardstock, and then there's the design paper. I love the Santa Claus. Let me show you what that Santa Claus looked like before I altered him. He looked like that. So what do you think? Super cute. I do have to make some Christmas tags to give my employees with their gift cards and the neighbors and stuff. But it's Monday. I'll probably start those later in the week. Tonight I have to wrap gifts. Today we close at 5. The rest of the week we close at 6. And I'm the official closer these days. We have been without a receptionist for quite some time. And I talked to my gals Sunday, because we had an applicant that's actually someone that was referred and I think would actually probably work out. And I talked to the girls and I said, what do you guys think? Because after the holidays, we're not going to be as busy. And if one of you opened and one of you closed, you wouldn't lose any hours if we have a receptionist. So they were like, we've been, you know, if we manage through the holidays with that one, we certainly don't need one during the non-holidays. And we'd rather have the hours. So after the first of the year, when I get back, I won't have to close anymore. Yay! Okay, so yesterday, I need to say this in a way that, let me just say, one of our kids was hurt, emotionally hurt by someone. I don't understand people, young people, not so young people, and how they can just hurt each other and not, I don't know, I just don't get it. So let's just say the whole trip to San Antonio kind of changed yesterday. And I'm happy about it in the sense that I'm getting an extra person going with me to Texas. So let me explain this. So Shane's girlfriend lives here. She's flying to Nebraska because that's where Shane, that's where their terminal is, where he can leave his truck. And that's where his pickup truck is that he just bought this year after the accident. So she's flying there so she can travel with Shane in his pickup truck from Nebraska to Texas. So now what's going to happen is Blake, and I offered to put him on a plane, but he wanted to go with Shane. And he is going to drive to Nebraska, hop in with Shane and his girlfriend, and then they're going to drive to San Antonio. Oh my gosh, it's so crazy, but actually exciting and fun. I can't imagine being a part of that clan and driving down. So I sent Shane's girlfriend actually, when it all happened, I was at the nail salon. Oh, I got my nails done. Look, I did just kind of like clear sparkly. I like it because it looks wintry and it'll be okay after Christmas. So I'm at the nail salon and all this goes down. So I called Shane and I was like, Shane, would you be okay if Blake came with you? If he drove to Nebraska and came with you? And he's like, well, first thing he said, well, I'll have to talk to Susie. And I was like, good boy. So he couldn't get a hold of Susie, so it took a while. And then Susie, I guess, confirmed, and all was good. So they started making their plans on when Blake would leave and where they would, you know, meet up and how long is it going to take them and all this stuff. And they're just having a big-eyed time trying to figure it all out. And it's exciting, and it is getting his mind off of the nasty thing that happened. Anyway, so yeah, in the meantime, I called my mom and I'm like, Mom, we're going to have an extra person when we come down. And she was like, what? I don't have any more beds. What are we going to do? I was like, it doesn't matter. If there needs to be bed sharing, there'll be bed sharing. If there needs to be couch sleeping, there'll be couch sleeping. Doesn't matter. And she was like, well, that's true. The more the merrier. So, then she says, but your sister invited us for Christmas dinner. You're going to have to ask her if it's okay for you to bring another person. And I was like, really? And she goes, yeah. Your sister's not like me and you, where you can just show up with somebody extra and it's like, come on in. I was like, okay. So I called my sister, and she didn't answer. She called me back later, and I told her, and she was surprisingly absolutely okay with it. And I thought that was awesome. So I called my mom back, and I was like, guess what? You were wrong. It's fine. Because my mom was like, we can have it here. It's no problem. We can have it here. My mom really likes to stay home. You know, when you're 84 years old, you kind of like to be home. But we're gonna be her chauffeur. It'll be fine. So, funny how things change. But it was real nice. Blake came home last night, and we all sat in the living room and talked for about an hour. When I finally at 11:30 was like, I have to go to work tomorrow. And everybody was like, you have to work tomorrow? And I was like, yeah, I have to work tomorrow. So anyway, I want to get to Walmart, get some more of that storage, and I want to just streamline my storage. I'm excited. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Guys, I don't know what's happening. It's the 20th. It's Wednesday, I think. Wednesday? Why doesn't your computer tell you what day it is? It tells you what time it is. It tells you what the date is. Why doesn't it tell you what day it is? I don't know what day it is. It's Wednesday, I think. It's confusing because I worked Monday. Okay, I worked Monday and Tuesday. Okay, it's Wednesday. I keep making videos that disappear into video oblivion, and I can't find them in my phone. And I have done a video on this mini album that I just want to give away. I want to give it away to one of you guys, and it just disappears. I don't know if it's because it's a really long video, because I tried to get Blake to help me last night, and we did a little like 15-second video, and it saved it. So I'm freaking out. I may have to show up at Verizon at 10. I don't have time to go to Verizon at 10. I just want to give this away. Oh, I'm going to stop talking and see if this actually recorded. Bye. Recorded. It must be the length of time, but I don't know why, because I've done like 45-minute videos before. I don't know what's going on. But I want to show you guys, Craft Fantastic so nicely sent me a bag. Little do they know, this might be just a bag to alter. Who knows? But it says Craft Fantastic. And they sent me more goodies. They need to stop sending me goodies because I have more Craft Fantastic stuff than I could use in a lifetime. Lifetime! They sent me red chili jelly. 50 calories a teaspoon of this red chili jelly. Maybe I'll take that with me to my mom's. Casa seasoning. Casa. And this one looks good. Green chili rub. So nice of them. And they sent me some stuff to put underneath my glass pieces. And these look, well, they're not necessarily Valentine's, but anyway. Thank you, Craft Fantastic. And I also got, and I'm going to try to make this short so I'm sure that it records. I ordered from Candace at Only One Life Creations. And look at these. These are the Letterit stamping inks. Archival inks. So it's funny because a year ago I had like just black ink and now I have like tons. So she was having a sale. Look at these. Oh. Oh. I'm not going to do that anymore. So happy to have these. So happy to have these. And she was selling them 20 bucks for the whole set, right? 20 bucks. All right, turning the camera off. I will just be doing little short clips. I'll see you guys later until I figure this out. Bye. It's still Wednesday. I forgot to show you. First thing I'm going to show you is this. Look at this little bear. This is adorable. And this is made by, let me tell you, Lupe Nunez. And let me tell you, it's her Facebook page is called Inspired by You. And she makes these awesome little bears. And I have a collection of these bears up there. Up there, let's see. Right in that storage right there. There's about 10. And it's funny where I'm pointing, that's the container right there. But I'm pointing at something totally different. Isn't that weird how that happens on camera? Anyway, I loved it. This was like $8.99 and she made this. It's so stinking cute. So I was hoping to put this on the front of my mini album, but I guess I'll save it for next year. Now, the other thing I want to show you is something I'm so super excited about. So, you guys know that last week Carl died on The Walking Dead. Or he's not quite dead yet, but you know what I mean. And the very next day, one of you crafty friends that watches me here on YouTube, I don't know if she wants me to say her name, so I'm not going to, but she sent me this. She sent me this, and you're like, well, what is that? That doesn't look like a big deal. What is this? This is the graduation, what do you call it? The commencement brochure? The commencement, whatever. Anyway, so when I first opened it up, I was looking for Carl Grimes. Carl Grimes. Carl Grimes is not a real person. I mean, literally for like 10 seconds, I'm like thinking in my head, okay, Carl Grimes, Carl Grimes. And there's no Grimes in here. I'm like, oh, it's Chandler Riggs. So, yeah, I was having a fangirl moment. Riggs, R-I-G-G-S. So, there he is, Chandler Carlton Riggs. This is a piece of memorabilia not many people are going to have, and I'm going to have to probably dissect this a little bit because I want to frame it with the front, and I want his name, like I want it kind of like at an angle where his name is showing, the page where his name is showing. So that's what I'm going to be doing, and then that will go hopefully in the Walking Dead camper if we have room to put it on the wall. I don't know, but it would be really cool. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my God. I'm so excited to have that. Thank you. All right. I probably won't come back this morning because I actually have stuff to do. Bye, guys.